Since the first protests broke out in December, authoritarian dictators in Tunisia and Egypt have been forced to step down. Other countries have been forced to enact political reforms. And even those governments which have resisted the uprisings have found themselves on the defensive. Across the region and throughout the so-called Arab Spring, media outlets report that organizers of the protests have been following the principles laid down by this man, retired Professor Gene Sharp, in a book called From Dictatorship to Democracy.
This was written in 1993, but it was based upon at least two decades of previous research and drafting.
Professor Sharp originally wrote the book at the request of political dissidents in Burma. Since its original publication, the work has been published in 34 different languages.
It was translated into Arabic. It was on the website of the Muslim Brotherhood, which surprises many people.
Sharp works out of an otherwise ordinary Boston neighborhood, which bears little resemblance to Cairo's Tahrir Square. But his theories are strikingly related to the events that transpired in Egypt.
They seem to have had good planning, and for quite some time. And they also managed to communicate to masses of people the importance of losing fear.
Sharp's ideal of peaceful resistance borrows influences from Gandhi, Henry David Thoreau, and Albert Einstein, also an advocate of nonviolence. Einstein, in fact, wrote the preface to Sharp's first book, and Sharp calls the nonprofit organization which supports his work the Albert Einstein Institution. At the center of Sharp's work is the principle of nonviolent struggle. His methods are known for their practicality and effectiveness.
I'm trying to examine how nonviolent struggle has been operated, and sometimes it fails for a while, and sometimes it succeeds. But how can you wage nonviolent struggle more skillfully? Well, using your mind to plan.
Sharp's tactics for nonviolent struggle have had worldwide influence. His ideas were used, among other places, in the color revolutions of Eastern Europe during the early 2000s. Retired Army Colonel Robert Helvey used Sharp's tactics to train activists in Burma and Serbia.
Well, Gene has planted these ideas among people for 40 years, and now they're sinking in, and people have adopted them as part of their own belief systems as if they've always been here.
Professor Sharp continues to write at the organization he founded in 1983. He just finished his newest book, Sharp's Dictionary of Power and Struggle. It will be published this fall. For producers Suli and Fang Zheng, Wayne Bowman, VOA News.